Hello and thanks for stopping by. My name is Sharon. This is another collection video, and this time we're doing Fairytale decks. So I think I'll start with majors only, because I have, of my 3 majors only decks that I have, 2 of them are very Fairytale. This one was out of print and then it came back into print and I got it. I don't know if it's in or out of print right now. So it comes with a guidebook like this. And it's in Italian and English, I believe. Yes. And it's an Il Meneghello deck, so it is on their wonderful cardstock. And we'll just do a quick flip through because it's only 22 cards. This isn't based on any particular fairy tale. This is just has a fairy tale vibe to me, so that's why it's here. I would love to have a full tarot deck by this artist because I just love this. And I don't even use it. This is truly just a collection deck because I don't really use majors only. Every once in a while I get it out just to look at it. Look at that, so beautiful. Shades of Tarot of the Moon Garden, it feels like to me, some of it. Look at that sun. And then my other majors only is the Pinocchio. And this is a pretty old one. It comes in this interesting packaging. And this one is a Lo Scarabeo, 1988. And it comes with just this little bit in Italian. These are the backs. So fun. And on the bottom is, I believe, the names of either the scene or the character in the scene, rather than the the normal tarot majors title. Very fun. Just another collectible item that I don't really use. Okay, and then I have 3 oracles and they're on the top of the pile, so we'll go with those first. And they're all by the same creators. So this is the White Hair Wisdom by Phil and Jackie Lovesey. And they are coming out with a Kickstarter think in February, of a larger version of this deck. This is a little pocket size, and it's on linen cardstock. And just like all of their decks, they have basically a little storybook that goes with it. So each card has a story, a chapter of the story, basically. I just love these. I think they're so great. I don't have all their decks. And this one I got as an add-on to whichever was the latest Kickstarter that I backed. I think it was the Hare's Odyssey. I didn't get the Magic Cottage. Maybe I will someday. But those are the backs, obviously. And they do have, so they've invented their own language. So they have the title in whatever their language is, and then kind of a key phrase or word on each card. Yeah, and I like the size of this. I think I'll get the bigger one too. But I like having a little pocket size of it because the other ones, you know, they're oracle size, they're big. And they're on thicker cardstock. This is very flexible and easy to shuffle. And I think it's only 44 cards maybe. I don't know, it doesn't say on the box. But they're not numbered, so I don't know. And you get a bigger picture in the book too. And it came with this little bag. And then the first deck I got by them was The Secrets of One Wood. And again, it's in this format with you can find each card. Where's the table of contents? There you go. It's in alphabetical order. And then using this, so you have like an intro to the story, and then using the deck, Dale Speak is what they call their language. Little map, it's adorable. And then we have the cards or chapters. And then it came with a lot of extras as a Kickstarter. And you can, let's see the difference. You see the difference in size here. Considerable. And these are thicker cards. I don't know that if I could riffle shuffle them. No, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Those are the backs. So sweet. And I think these are great for kids, even, you know, pull a card and read the chapter at night or something. It's totally, I feel like the stories are totally appropriate for children. You have a little moral. They're uplifting. These make my inner child very happy. And then the third one that I have by them is a Hare's Odyssey. And again, it's the same format. Dale Speak, they even have a little glossary there. Same layout. And, you know, I don't see any reason you couldn't like mix these decks together, I think. And maybe, you know, maybe one is enough. But I just like them so much. And those are the backs. I believe you can purchase all of these on Etsy. That's where I first discovered them, was on Etsy. And if you've been watching my other collection videos, you've seen at least these two, if not the Hare's Wisdom show up in pairings, especially with animal decks. They do make me really happy. They're very cozy and comforting. Okay, so now let's move on to tarot. So this is the Fairytale Tarot by Lisa Hunt, the recent release of it, with the smaller guidebook without the stories. Maybe someday I'll get a hold of the guidebook with the older guidebook. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. Okay, so the first oracle is the Liminality Oracle. And if you don't have this one, the deck that is very similar that I let go of is the Tree Keepers. So that might, let's make it the same height. That might go with this. Someone else would have to try that out. Right off the bat, they just look fantastic together. And then we have French and English, and the guidebook is in French and English. Cards want to slip and slide everywhere. Yeah, I really like this pairing. And manifest with the Magician and the Moon. So manifesting your dreams. That's just great. This is great. Yeah. I could look at this pairing all day. Okay, one last one. Yeah, that's great. And then let's try Thistledown with it, because I think the quality of this deck is also very complementary to this fairy tale art style. And yes, it is another great matchup. So cozy and comforting, and I could look at these cards all day long together. Little hedgehog. Oh. Okay. I love that. Love it. All right. Can't spend forever on just one deck. And let's try Woodland Wardens, a nice mass market deck. Yes, to this also. I had originally had this deck and it trimmed the border off, and I was so unhappy. I was so glad that it was mass market and, around $15, $16. I instantly had to repurchase it. Yes, this is also a very nice pairing. And it's nice and it's affordable, 2 mass market decks. You don't have to spend a lot of money on indie decks to have a really nice pairing. Ooh, that seems like a really good place to stop. And we have one last one, which is the Warwick. Let's look at the landscape ones, because it's kind of a pain doing this flip through when they're mixed up, constantly having to turn them around and stuff. So we're just going to look at part of the deck here. But like this one is obviously Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so And this artist did illustrate, yeah, so illustrations like the fairy book, the best popular fairy stories. I also really like these together. And it might be a lot, but I was thinking, let's see, let's try it. Yeah, so for a nice small oracle like this, you could use it like a spread deck like this. With these simple keywords on it. Yeah, that works for me. One more. And it might be a lot sometimes. Yes, I like that. Okay. And this is the Baba Studios Fairytale Tarot. So the one I have is in a tuck box, so I keep it in this Baba Studios bag, the unicorn on it, because it was a unicorn deck. And I did find the guidebook for it separately. Very nice. It's a very nice guidebook, just like all their guidebooks are very nice. And these are the backs. And this deck I got pretty cheap because this title card is chewed up on the corner. And it has the little white book in it. And I think the Fool and the Magician maybe in the corner. Yeah, there it is. So the Fool, it is a little bent up. I did my best to flatten it out, ironing it and such. But, you know, I have the deck and it didn't cost me a fortune. So I don't care. Okay, and I have only one pairing for this. This is a fairly new deck to me. It feels like a bit of a struggle for me to find something that pairs well with this style. I don't know, should I try the Warwick with it just to see? Let's see. Okay. So these are larger than normal tarot and these are tiny, so. I don't hate it. The Oracle feels a little overpowered by the size of these cards and the art style itself, but I don't hate it. But let's try the deck that I was thinking of. The Soul Trees, the original Soul Trees. I feel like the color palette is just right. I think one of the things too that I struggle with these fairy tale decks or fandom decks in general is that, or pop culture, is that I kind of get pulled out of the meanings of the cards a little bit. So I feel like this deck reins it in some. Yeah, and it does have a little bit of a magical quality to it still. Yes, I like this. I really feel like I'd need something like this to be able to read this as tarot. And I think these look good together. But if you have this deck and you have a pairing that you like for it, let me know, because I'm always interested. Okay. Okay, and this is Tarot of the Divine. This is a mass market deck. It's been out for a while. I think everyone knows this deck. And it's on this interesting cardstock, a linen finish, but it's kind of plasticky. And it comes with this little book, which gives you a meaning of the card. It tells you what story it is, but it doesn't have the story. And then there's this separate book, which has the fairy tales in it. but it doesn't tell you what card it is. So in the back, created my own little index of which card goes to which story. Some of them, some cards go to, I don't know, do I have all 78 cards? Yes, I do. But I think some of them, there's more than one card that goes to the same story, because I don't think there's 78 stories in here. Maybe there is. I can't remember now. Maybe there is. Seems like a lot more stories than I remembered. So it's Soul Trees to the Rescue again. Kind of feel like when all else fails and I can't find the perfect pairing, at least I have Soul Trees. It has great keywords. There's a lot of different colored cards. The trees evoke a lot of feeling, and between the original and the Ascension, I feel like I have color palettes covered. Celebration with the Three of Cups and the Three of Coins. That's fantastic. Change with Death. But if you have a pairing that you like for this deck, please share it in the comments, because always looking. Actually, I just got a deck that maybe would go with this. Let me go grab it. So this is the Deadly Apothecary, which I only just got yesterday, I think. And for some reason, just came in my head that maybe these would go together. And I don't hate it. In fact, I kind of like it. Yeah, I like this. Now it's got me wondering about the Baba Studios one, if it would go with this. So we're going to have a look at that. I'm going to go backwards. Let's see. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. This cardstock, I really want to reinforce it by backing it, but I really don't want to ruin it either. Such a struggle. And finding, card protectors, like for, like baseball cards, it's hard to find them the right size for this deck. Okay. Okay, and this one was a Kickstarter. It's the Decolonized Tarot. And there was a lot of difficulties around this. I haven't shown it yet only because I was waiting for the bigger book, which came, even though I ordered it together, came much later. The creators had some personal difficulties, so see if I can, yeah, that's good enough. It's a nice book. So it talks about them and the creation of the deck, and then going to the cards, we have general meaning, a love, romance, a career, personal, spiritual, and reversed. And where they decided to, I'm not sure why they didn't do it on every card, they have an artist note, and if it is based on some story, it will tell you. Which is cool. And so these are Filipina creators, and these are Filipina-based stories. And it has a very, because of that, it has a very island feel. And then this is the little white book that came with it. And so we have kind of just a meaning rather than, you know, all those other notes like in the other one, which is, you know, totally fine. I was hoping more for in the big book to actually have stories in it. So that part is I'm not going to lie, that part is a little bit of a letdown. And maybe that's bad on my part for not realizing it wasn't going to. And one of these nice boxes like this that folds all the way out. And it's gilded. It feels like Make Playing Cards cardstock and Make Playing Cards gold gilding. Those are the backs. They're very pretty. So I have only one pairing for this, but I think it's a really good one. And I really do like this deck. I just, not being from this culture, I really, really wish that they had provided what the source stories were. So the pairing is the Soul Seeds. The Soul Seeds Oracle deck. And I really feel like this is just like a perfect pairing. It's not just a, well, this is all I've got pairing. Yeah, see? Look at that. And there's mermaids in here together with these, the 10 of coins. Love it. Yeah, I just think these sing together. You know, and a lot of it in this Soul Seeds could be interpreted in whatever, you know, this could be waves, it could be clouds. Yes, I really like this pairing. And if you want, I can do a full flip through of this in a different video. Just let me know. Feel free to request anything anytime. I am happy to oblige if I can. Okay. Okay, and this is the Dark Mansion Tarot. You know, technically not based on any fairy tales at all, but it just feels like it fits here. And I have the UV coated edition, which is the gold edges and the brown backs. I don't really have anything that I think pairs great with this. This is the closest I have to something that I think pairs well with it. So again, if you have a pairing, please share it. And I would love to explore it. I think this works. This is, you know, this is kind of like Soul Trees, where it's simple enough that it doesn't fight a tarot deck. It complements it well enough. Am I super excited about the pairing? Not really. But it does work. I wonder if, should we try it with one of the white hair ones? Let's try it with one of the white hair ones and see what we think. Let's try it with the Secrets of Wandwood. Oh, okay. How did I miss this before? I like this. This is cute and fun. Still want to know if you have a pairing you like for this. But I like this. It's this Tim Burton-esque style of art that I feel like I just don't have anything that, that's nice, that truly complements it. But this, I think this is close. Maybe when I'm editing, I will like it even more. Okay, and this is a very recent one, recent Kickstarter, the Tarot of the Unknown. And this, I did a unboxing for this. So this one I had difficulty with because of the color palette. But I did find something that I think works really nicely with it. And once again made me happy that I have gotten a lot of the decks in the series. And it's the Seasons of the Witch Lammas. And it feels, you know, the story of this tarot. These guys are wandering around lost, I think. I've never seen the show. I still need to see it with my daughters. But it feels like they're wandering around lost in this world where these people are living. And the color palette, I think, really works. Yes, I like this. I really, like, this is not like a consolation prize pairing. But if you have a pairing, I'll keep saying it, if you have a pairing you like, please share it. Look at iced tea with all these cups here. I think this works really well. Garden tools and the axes. Yeah. Yes, I like this. Okay. Okay, and this next one, again, not technically a fairy tale based deck, although a lot of the cards appear to be fairy tale cards. It's the Tarot de Carlotydes, or Carlotydes. I'm going to go with Carlotydes. And it's a 4-in-1 deck, so it's one of those adorable little ones. Those are the backs, which I love. And well, right out of the gate, we've got unicorn on each card, so there you go. So let's start with the Warwick. So I think this is going to be nice with this. We'll go with the upright ones this time. And it's a nice little deck with a nice little deck. And I like this already. Cheating with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Took a dark turn there, didn't it? So we have Princess and the Pea here, right? And healing with the Four of Swords. Yes, I quite like these together. I like how little they are. It's very sweet together. Very sweet indeed. Okay. And then another one we've got is Woodland Wardens. Let's see how that looks. Yes, I also like this. Okay, I think it works. What else have we got? Oh, this might be interesting. So this is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Let's see what we think. Okay. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite, but it does work. Okay, and then we have one more. It's the Green Witches Oracle deck. This I like. Yes, this I like. Yeah. Yeah, so my two favorite were the Warwick and this one. Love this death card. Okay, and this one is the Stolen Child Tarot. Technically not a fairy tale. It's based on a poem by Yeats. It is very fairy tale-like artwork. So I've trimmed mine. It used to be that big. I didn't have big white borders, so I just trimmed them off the sides and off the bottom and did not destroy the back at all. And I think, so yeah, it has these two extra cards. So the first deck we're going to pair it with is, I believe this is out of print now because I can't find it anywhere. It's called the Kindred Fauna. It was on Etsy, and I feel like it's very complimentary. These animals feel like they live with these kids in the wild. There, that's better. Yeah. And it's simple. You know, these cards in the tarot are kind of busy. Shapeshifter's perfect for this deck. You just have a keyword. And this little guidebook just has a little bit. Great card. Oh, I love this. This is very sweet. There's some weird cards in here. I think so the Zephyrs are swords, Brine is water. I think the Ace of Swords is a little weird. We got a hare and a hare, you know, I like this. Radical acceptance, you know, because there's a lot. On the surface, this just seems like a cute deck, but there's a lot, you know, to this deck. A lot of depth. You could take it a lot of different ways. About, you know, changes, growing up, going through changes, all through your life you're going through changes, accepting those changes. Oh, wow. The color palette there is like perfect. I feel like that's a great place to stop. The Secrets of Wandwood. The hare and these kids. Yeah, I like this. Forgive with death in the sun. That's good. I like these together. Oops. So oak is earth, pentacles, opportunity with the 8 of Wands and the Two of Oak. I like that. Wake with the Devil and the Four of Swords. Yeah, maybe it's time to stop resting. Wake up to what is going on here with the Devil. I like this. Takes it to a different place than the last deck did. Okay, and then we have one last one, and it is Phases and Forests, by the same creator as Roots and Wings. Takes it to more of a realistic, natural place, I think. Yeah, his pages, Zephyrs, some of them are kind of weird. And it certainly does stray from the traditional meanings of any other tarot. It does have a PDF guidebook, though. On the inside of the box, there is a, what are those called? UPC code or whatever they are that you scan. Oh, I like that. Connected with the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. Speaks to, you know, being connected to other people, community, working together. Okay, and the last one is the Wisdom of Pooh Tarot. So, it's the box. This was a Kickstarter, I don't remember how long ago. Sometime this year, maybe it came out. I also backed the Tigger 2 version of it. Oh, 2023, so last year. And I do have the PDF guide for it. And I have ordered the soft cover version of it, I think. I only have one pairing for this as well. So if you have this and you have pairings, I would love to hear about them. I love this deck. This makes my inner child so freaking happy. Okay, and I just have the one Oracle, the Phases and Forest again. Ooh, play with two aces. Play, kind of put your heart and your head together. Let them work together so you can play. Like it. Yeah, and I like this pairing. I would just love to hear if people have any other pairings. Because I feel like this last year has kind of been my year of the Oracle. I've gotten a lot of more Oracle decks in. And maybe 2025 will be even more Oracles. So I have a lot of tarot decks. I've really kind of slowed down because there aren't a lot of holes in what I've got covered with all of them. I'm trying to not feel like I need every deck just to have it. But I like this pairing. Yeah. It's like this deck is the 100 Acre Woods. Okay, so for the new year, for 2025, I wanted to start it off with a giveaway. And I had pre-ordered the Fairytale Tarot by Lisa Hunt before I saw on Facebook that Lisa was selling like an autograph copy with a bunch of extras. So I purchased that and decided that I would give away this. So if you would like to win the Fairytale Tarot, all you have to do is enter the year 2025, the numbers not spelled out, in comments on any videos that you watch of mine. And then at the end of January, on February 1st, I will do the drawing and we will give this away. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and have a nice day. Bye.